Hello, people of God. Good afternoon and happy Sunday. In this video, I am reacting to a tweet I saw online and I want to react to it. That particular individual said it showed different envelopes from the Redeemed Christian Church of God, RCCG, and he wrote love offering on one. Another one is breakthrough offering. Another one is free will offering. Another one is special offering, project offering. And the person pictured the envelopes and asked the question that, Pastor Adeboye, are you sure it is God that called you? This video is a reaction to that, and I have titled this video as The Many Offerings of RCCG. We can also say the many offerings in churches, not just churches, other places of worship, whether in Christendom or other faiths, globally, they take offerings to do the work. Why do they take offerings? Somebody said if God have called them, they should rely on that God to give them what to eat or what to drink or what to use. I remember that in the scriptures, Jesus told the disciples he sent out that they should go with nothing. As they have sent, they should go empty because they are going to be fed where he has sent them to. So that shows us that as a minister or as a preacher or as somebody in the ministry, as pastor or thereabouts or religious leader, the members you are ministering to are supposed to support you and to give you what you need for the ministry. Now, back to the matter in RCCG. Many are asking why all these offerings? And somebody reacted very well, and I love that reaction, or I love that comment. The individual said that even though he or she is not a Christian and does not attend RCCG and has no connection with RCCG, but the many things that RCCG is doing with money makes him or her to support their collection of offering. It shows that the offering is going to good uses. Recently in Lagos, RCCG brought out buses, and that buses goes from Moweba for access. It goes to VI, or it goes to Lekki or VI or thereabout 4 times a day in the morning. At the closing time, it also comes back 4 times a day. When I did the estimation, it was running to per day is the fuel cost is running to hundreds of thousands, multiplied by daily, then multiply by a month, multiply by 2 months, 3 months, 3 months, 4 months, 1 year. It is a lot of money. People will not see all that. So where do they get money to do all that? People don't talk about that. But they are looking at the collection of money. They don't look at how the humanitarian services the church is doing. The church is building hospitals. The church is building university, building secondary schools, building primary schools. Even though some come out and say they make money from the schools, when do they start making money? If anybody that has good sense knows what it takes to establish and run a university to profit, you will know that these churches are for charity purpose. It will take you many, many years to be able to realize any tangible profit from a university or even from a secondary school if you really, really mean business with what you are doing. The Redeemed Christian Church of God, for example, runs Covenant University. Can anybody say it is the money made from Covenant University and made from Redeemers University that is used to run Redeemers University? The money paid, collected from students, used to pay salary, used to build structures, used for practicals, used for everything. It is not so. So other monies come from other places, and these offerings and multiple offerings to talk about are what is used to do that. Apart from just providing education and establishing the schools and other things, hospitals are being equipped, beds in hospitals are being provided, supplied. Some hospitals that lack drugs are being provided with drugs. Many good courses. During programs, people are being fed, and many things. People are transported to church programs. The one I spoke about from Moweba for Aziz to VI, it is not church, it is anybody, whether you are Muslim, Christian, whatever religion you are. People enter the bus, it takes them down to where they are going, and these are big buses, and in the closing time it comes back like that. About 4 times it goes, 4 times it comes back. In the evening, in the morning it goes, in the evening it comes back, four times. And you can imagine, people do not see this to commend. They just see the other side and they start talking and talking. Now let's come to the issue of multiple offerings in places of worship. Nobody is enforcing anybody to give anything. In the place where I worship, we had a love feast in my unit, where I'm the unit leader. In December, we have a love feast, and I contributed, or I paid about half or more than half of the fee. By the time it was in the month of January, the overall church said the whole church is going to do a love feast, whereas my unit have done in December. Now the church said we will do love feast, and each unit should contribute such and such amount. Again, everybody have to cough out some money, and we gave at other, and we had the love feast. You remember we had our unit 1 in December, had this one in January. Other payments demand came up. Unit Thanksgiving came up to thank God. All these things boils down to the fact that we are alive to give, and we also are alive to take. All this money you think are going somewhere, somebody is spending it for good cause. In this same church we're talking about, people that lack food are given food from time to time. People that their business requires little capital are being supported, and many like that is happening in the churches and in the places of worship. So the church, if you know what it means, is an NGO. Most religious assemblies are NGOs, and as non-governmental organizations, they carry out activities that support or help people in ways that the government is not looking at, or the government is looking at but not adequately looking at. Now, churches, we can say, are more predominant in developing countries. Whether churches or places of worship are more predominant in developing countries. In developed world, there are no such needs. So the NGOs focus on other things, higher needs. Those needs are there, but the needs are not for the masses. In the developing countries, the masses are not able to meet up. So the church now see, or place of worship, or NGOs now see, there's an opening opportunity to be of help. And that is why they are concentrated in developing countries as we see them today, providing this help. In summary, there are many roads in localities that are being constructed by churches or places of worship or NGOs. There are many other things that the NGOs are doing because they are a congregation of people and they can mobilize the people for good causes. And these they do from time to time to meet up. So if you're asked to give, you give what you can afford. And when you get to where the limit you can afford, then you stop the giving. Don't just start complaining and complaining. If you complain, you will not get your reward. So this is my take on this matter of RCCG and the many offerings. Let us be guided and not just talk against the body of Christ or any other preacher. Let's instead support them. If you cannot, if instead of giving 100 naira, for example, 1,000 naira that you want to drop for your offering, so you can split it into 4: 250 for love offering, 250 for project offering, 250 for free will offering, 250 for any other offering that you want to give. I believe that you are going to be blessed as you do this instead of criticizing and complaining. This is the 10 Minutes with God YouTube channel. Please subscribe, like this video, and keep coming back for more content and information like this. God bless you.